Hey, Mr. Hassett, happy birthday. I hope you're having a great time, and I hope everyone is having a great time celebrating this truly special guy's 60th birthday. Have fun.
Hey, John, Matt Weingartner here. Chest deep in some Colorado champagne powder. Seems like just yesterday we were celebrating down high above King Garden Bay in the BVI. John, I just wanted to say thank you for always including me in all of your adventures and for your unbelievable generosity. I still smile every time I think about rolling and rallying around in your Jeep, bombing around Salem Sound in your rib. John, happy birthday. Congratulations on 60 orbits. Have a good one.
Hi y'all, Scott here, coming from DC, here to wish Uncle John a big 6-0. I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you for the opportunities you've given me in the past and everything you've taught me over the years. Probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. And if I had to think of one Uncle John moment that stands out, had to be back when you had the Wrangler. Me and Chris were at the movies and you were bringing me home. And we got to my house, I said, Uncle John, you can just pull me right up front. And instead of pulling up to the curb, you pulled up onto my front lawn and drove me right to my front door. I still remember the look on my parents' faces that day, and I'm sure they still appreciate it, but I'm also sure everyone else there still appreciates you. So happy birthday, Uncle John.
Hi everyone, it's CJ Spoznik, Maury and Carol's son from out here in Durango, Colorado. Just want to wish John a very happy birthday and hope you have a great party and enjoy these videos. So many memories to go through and there's really not enough time to talk about them all. But two really stick out to me, and that's one being the boat trip we took, Chris, myself, you, and my dad. It was really a great weekend and a childhood memory I'll have forever. The second one being even more meaningful to me personally. You coming up to watch me play basketball up at Winchendon. It was the end of my tough road, and it was really nice to see you there, and it just showed me how much you cared, and I've known for my whole life how much you've cared, and I know you've always been there for me. So thank you very much, and have a great birthday.
See here. Alright. John, Roars is here. Happy 60th birthday, big dog. I hope you're having a great time with your family and friends and celebrating your 60th birthday in style, as I know you probably are. Over the years, since I was a rambunctious little guy, you've always been dispensing advice to me about the do's and do-nots of life. Call it an ad hoc dad or a mindful onlooker who cared about the guy I turned out to be. I've always appreciated what you've given to me in my life, and with limited time here, I wanted to share with you some short stories as well as some gems of advice that you've given me in my life. So first, let's start with a few short stories. So, I'm not sure if any of you know this, but in 2001, John provided me with my first personal computer for college. This was sort of when the internet was becoming very popular among college students. So off I went with a Dell computer in one hand and 100 free minutes of AOL burning in my back left pocket. John was the technological philanthropist, but he didn't know it. He basically introduced me to the world of online poker through this computer and the vast unknown of the porn industry. Thanks, John. I really appreciate it. Later in my college career, like Lewis and Clark, two young men from Marblehead, Mass., Mr. Hunter Stunzy and Mr. Rory Bacon, set off in a beat-up Volkswagen on a Friday weekend night to the wilderness of New Hampshire. We had a half a tank of gas and the most completely worn-out tires you've ever seen on a car. Our destination? Well, without invitation, the Hassett Ski House in Franconia at Cannon Ski Mountain. This house was on top of a massive hill, and there was no way, after several failed attempts, there was no way we were going to get the car up, so we threw on the emergency brake and hiked basically halfway up the hill to the house, to this warmly lit house that we approached this very large bay window, and Hunter and I started to rapidly tap on the window, scaring the living shit out of John and Susan. We didn't really know if they were going to let us in, but they ended up letting us in this blizzard. They fed us, and we had drinks and cigars, and we felt like young men that had conquered the world. It was a great time, and one of the best stories that I've shared in my life with John. Another story is, well, a piece of advice that John gave me was, after living and working in Boston for 4 years, I moved to New York, and during my first month in New York, John visited me, and it was great to see a family friend. We met at a cigar club in Midtown, and as John sat there with a cigar in one hand and a glass of Jack Daniels in the other, he leaned over to me and he gave me the best advice ever. And I'm going to represent this advice pictorially, and I think it's this creative piece that I wanted to do that I think makes more sense. So let me try to do this here. So John smiled and he leaned over to me and he said, Rory, he said, New York's like an apple tree. And the women, they're the apples. Okay. And the apple tree is literally throwing apples at you. Oh, see it? Yep. Okay. And I didn't really understand what that meant, but now I do. And I've got to tell you, John, it's the best piece of advice that I've ever gotten from somebody on the world of women. And I want to say thank you, John, for that, because that's me. Thank you, John, for that piece of advice. I really, really appreciate it. And now I feel like I'm in a great city, and I'm sitting atop an apple tree enjoying my apples, and I greatly appreciate that. John, thank you for being such a big part of my family over the years, and you've been so kind and thoughtful and generous with your life and sharing it with all of us. It means so much to me that you're part of my life, and I greatly appreciate everything you've done for me. Thanks again, and enjoy your 60th birthday party. I hope you have a great time. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.
Hi, I'm Rachel, John's niece. When Aunt Susan emailed me asking me to make a video for your birthday, I figured this was going to be easy. I've had 26 years with you, so I have plenty of memories, Hassett-isms I've learned from you. But all those memories seem like they always have some kind of inappropriate twist to them, much like your favorite hand gesture. Come in, Tokyo. Just wanted to say happy birthday. Hope you're having a great time. Love you. Salute.
Just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me. For those of you that don't know, John has been an influence on my life since I've been literally a little baby, but he really became a major influence and mentor to me post-college. I worked for him up at Tuckerbrook for 4 or 5 years, learned so much in the business environment. As you know, John can be pretty well defined as the quintessential salesman, but really learned a lot more about life and really helped me develop as a person. We spent a lot of time together, from our business trips to doing steaks out in the back deck to me screwing up the sales when we went out boating together. But I just want to say, John, thank you so much for everything. Looking forward to many more great days ahead. Enjoy your birthday. Enjoy a JD on me tonight, and hopefully see you soon. Thank you.
Hey, John. Fritz Dunzy here. Just want to take a few seconds on this joyous day of your 60th. Yeah, that's right, 60th birthday, to let you know just how much you've done for me in my life. The tough part for me was sort of finding a space to begin. I mean, from our trips up north to the trips to Wellfleet, Wednesday series races, and more, you've always sort of been there for me whenever I needed it. And most recently, you gave me an internship that, through hard work and determination, has turned into a position at Little Harbor. I could go on, but this thing's got to be less than a minute, as I'm sure I'm already over that. So I just wanted to thank you again one last time and say, happy birthday.
I should introduce myself. My name is Kevin O'Toole. I work for John at Little Harbor and went to high school with Chris and Lucas. I just want to start off by saying that, John, you and Susan have been more than generous over the years, whether it was having the kids at your house, taking us sailing, skiing, and in my case, offering me a job. I just want to let you know that after a summer of not even being able to get a response from you, it was the biggest relief to see your phone call in late July, and at that time I knew that there was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity at the other end. I just wanted to let you know that it's a privilege to work for you and an honor to be on this short list of people in this video collage. Happy birthday, and thanks for everything.
Hey, Uncle John, Rat Pack, Pat, however you want to call it. Your oldest nephew, thank you for everything over the years. Seriously, you've been a great inspiration to me, and I'm sure to many other people. Just wanted to say happy birthday to you. Really hope that you have a great day and enjoy it, spending it with everybody. Hopefully I'll be able to make a trip out soon. We can go sailing/boating and have a few beers. Have a good one. Hope to see you soon. Love you.
Hey John, it's Andrew Burns. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday and thank you for getting my career started down the right path. Hope you're doing well.
John, thank you for giving me some of the critical tools for success. First, you gave me my first ever computer, which not only helped me to write over 50 papers throughout college, it also helped me to download over hundreds of music files illegally. So thanks. You also taught me the proper way to carve a turkey, which is a skill that I'm sure will last me a lifetime. Thank you so much for your love and support, and I hope you have a very happy birthday.
Hi, my name is Grace Bacon. I'm the daughter of Margaret Bacon and a family friend of the Hassets. As far back as I can remember, John has always called me Gracie Oliver Beach. And as a child, I just remember being horrified by this nickname and thinking to myself, why Gracie Oliver Beach? It's so ugly and no one goes there. But as I've grown older, I have grown to like the nickname. But I'll always remember, most importantly, when John and Susan came to visit Florence when Chris and I were studying abroad. We went out for a lovely dinner and Chris and I attempted to speak Italian, and it was just really fun to have them over there. And John stayed out late into the night with us and just telling stories about our families and how everyone met, and it was just so nice to have a family presence over there when we had been away for a while. So I just want to wish you a happy birthday, and I hope you enjoy your celebration.
Hey John, happy birthday. I was trying to think of a good story to tell for this video, and I think over the years I have more stories of you than any person I've ever met in my life. But my favorite story about John that sums him up and his personality perfectly would have been years ago. We were on vacation in Tortola, staying at Little Thatch, and John and my sister were out on the kayaks right off the shore, and the kayak capsized over a whole bunch of sea anemones, and obviously they then walked all over them, getting stuck in their foot. So my sister started screaming bloody murder while John heroically dragged her out of the water onto the beach, at which point the entire staff of the island then came and picked her up and dragged her off to try and get these things out of her foot. Meanwhile, she's still screaming so loud I think the whole Caribbean could hear her. John then limped up the beach, sat down, literally grabbed Chris and said, "Go inside, and I want you to go into my bag and get my pocket knife, and I want you to go into the bar and get a bottle of Jack Daniels." So Chris then ran off inside and came back a minute later with both of these things, at which point John literally opened his knife, poured the Jack Daniels on his foot, took a big swig, and started hacking these sea anemones out of his foot right in front of all of us. But literally, I mean, that sums up John's personality for you. He's brave, he defines a man's man, and I've been fortunate enough to look up to him over the years and grow up with his family. Happy birthday, John.
Hi John, this is Therese, or as you like to call me, Chicky Poo. My fondest memory is when I had an interview with KPMG and you told me to wear a push-up bra. Well, I didn't get that job, but I got a job with PwC and I was wearing a push-up bra. I love you so much. Happy birthday.
Hi, I'm Amanda Valuto, and I first met John while I was babysitting for Chris and Lucas when they were little. While I was in college, I interned at Radius Capital. It was there that I met my husband Matthew, one of the successful deals of Radius. Now, 10 years and 2 children later, my office is still next to John's. John, your generosity, eternal optimism, and willingness to teach and be taught are inspirational to all of us. You have more ideas than anyone I've ever met. I wish you a very happy birthday. 2012 is going to be your year.
Go.
Hi, John. Caterade Mowell here to wish you a very happy 60th birthday. Over the years, you have taught me so much, especially about the pure and simple goodness of honesty. Your honesty has provided me with some of the best and most comedic moments of my life. And who needs Weight Watchers when you've got John Hassett to tell you when you've put on a couple pounds? In all seriousness, though, John, although you did intimidate my future husband into drinking so much that even Deb thought it prudent to put him to bed, Your honesty, your generosity, and your humor makes you truly one of a kind. I love you very much, and thank you for all that you've done for me, including and especially my religious education. Bottoms up. You deserve it. Happy birthday.